Hi, I'm Anna, and I'm going to show you today how to start a fire in the forest with the children, and also how to extinguish a fire safely, and also what the perimeters are and what the safety features are for when you do a forest fire with the children. What I want to first do is talk a little bit about the wood that you need for the base. And I've got a nice area right here actually. It rained last night, and this morning it rained a little bit, so it's really nice and damp. And I'm going to set my green wood on here. So I'm going to just start with the green wood. And the green wood was cut off of a tree, so they're perfect for starting for the base of our fire. And they're a little damp, so we know that this kind of wood isn't going to start on fire. Next, what you want to do is the kindling, the little stuff that's going to get your fire going, and you want to put this on the bottom. So what I did is I used a little bit of paper. I'm going to put a few little balls on the bottom here, and this will help the fire to light up. So what you basically need for a fire is fuel, oxygen, and heat. And without those three things, your fire will not work. So you have to make sure that you do have those things. And okay, here we go. So we're just crisscrossing, because that's the method, is the crisscrossing of the bark. Okay, and then the next thing that you want to add is a pencil thin wood. And the best wood to basically get is the dry wood that you see on the trees that are still alive. And you see those dead branches. And that's the best kind of wood because it hasn't touched the ground yet and you don't know if it's wet or not. So this would be the perfect thing to use to start your fire. So again, it's the crisscross pattern. And I'm just going to put these on here. So they're about pencil thin. And now we're going to try lighting the fire. So once this starts going, then I have a few bigger twigs that I'm going to put on top to maintain the fire. So if we're going to be doing, some cooking or some things like that, then we'll put those on. No, but first we have to start the fire. What did I do with my matches, Larry? Oh, you're there. So I've got my matches. And we're going to start the fire. Before I do that though, I just want to mention that before you do start a fire, you do have to make sure that you've got everything prepared. It's very important to have your water, your bucket of water to extinguish the fire. It's important to have fresh water and a towel, a damp towel, so that you can use that as a fire blanket. So if anyone gets hurt or burned. Also, when you do have the children, it's important to have an area and to distinguish what the perimeters are so that the children understand that that's where they stay. It's very important to know the safety of the fire. And if they do want to move around, that there are ways to move around, but they do not come into that circle. They go around the people around the circle. So let's see if this fire will start. I sure hope it does. We're going to go right to the bottom. Okay, so the bark is starting to burn. I'm just going to throw another match in there. Oops. So it is starting to work. I'm going to just watch it and be very careful so that it doesn't spread. So it looks like it's doing a wonderful job actually. It's starting to light, and I'm quite impressed here. So there you go. So we don't want this to be a big fire, because what we want to do is we want to get the fire going, but we also want to leave it so that it's a no trace fire. And we want the children to understand that we're going to leave the forest the way that we found it. So we're just getting this going now, and it's actually quite nice. So I'm going to add just a little bit more a pencil thickness. And looks like I'm all ready to roast some weenies. Okay, so I I think that's everything I need to do for the fire. And right now I'm going to extinguish it, and that's my video. Thank you.
Am I gonna watch you extinguish it?
No.